What's going on, guys? Welcome in to Nothing But Braves with Ben and Matt. I'm your host, E&M Trading Cards, aka Matt Miller, and my guy over here. Let's see.
Ben Ray in 25. We
That's
just
it.
went live on this,
Let's
so I
see.
can see us.
Everybody good? Oh yeah, you can see now. You can see us.
Yep.
Nice. All right. If
All right, so yeah,
anybody's in the
we are
chat,
live. Yeah, I'm Ben.
yeah, keep going. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, Ben Ray in 25. Like Matt said, we're going to be here doing some Braves talk, some hobby talk, a little bit of everything in between. So, uh, fire in the comments if you guys are down there. Just we're both looking at them.
Heck yeah, guys. Yeah, and there's a lot to talk about as well. If you don't know about Ronald Acuna, all that good stuff, man. And Sean Murphy just getting the call back up with Jonah High, getting DFA'd after the performance he put on the other day, which is kind of funny. But yeah, a lot of stuff happening. Braves, uh, 25-10 going into the series against Seattle. Games tonight at 9:40 p.m. Eastern time. We got Gilbert and Richie going together. It should be a pretty good matchup. Richie's kind of rising on the high side in the sports card world and in the game. So, yeah, a lot of big things to talk about tonight. How you feeling, Ben, about what's going on?
Man, you can't feel any better, can you? Best record in baseball, best record for the Braves start since what 1892, I think, right?
Yeah, something
So
like that, right?
yeah, um, we're getting wins out of everybody from start to finish, from 1 to 9. Braves are never out of it, so you gotta love it.
Oh man, I'm telling you, dude, with this going what three taking 2 out of 3 from the Tigers and then going into Colorado, uh doing the sweep. Finally got a sweep on the series on the season. 8-6 the first game. Let's talk about that one real quick. Matt Olson coming in the clutch. I mean, dude, that was I can remember watching that game and I was just jumping. I couldn't even fathom what just happened. But you can never count us
Yeah,
out. Being down 0-6 in the first, I mean, kind of really puts a weight on you, but kind of just shows you we're put together.
Braves are never out of it right now. Getting tons of help from the bottom of the lineup right now. You look at Austin Riley and Ronald Acuna aren't even leading the team like they should be. We're getting Michael Harris is back, Ozzy Albies back, Drake Baldwin's sophomore is not slumping. So
Yeah.
we're just clicking on all cylinders right now, and the pitching is carrying us. Even when Bryce Elder's latest start, he just ate some innings up and was able to, Braves able to win it for him. I don't think he got the win, but we're still able to get a W out of the game.
Oh, for sure, and that's what's important. When everybody works together and everything clicks, that's when you're rolling. So, yeah, man, and also let's talk about Chris Sale. Absolutely shoved it on Saturday. You can say 7 innings, 1 run, 11 strikeouts, improved 6-1. Chris Sale looks like a true tone setter when he pitches like this. The Braves feel like are built for October, and it's high level ace. He's probably even the best in the game, in my opinion. And I'm not even saying that as a biased Braves fan. So, you know, I just,
Who else is better right now? Shohei, I guess, would be about the only. Shohei's pitching gems when he's out there on the mound. But yeah, Sale, he's going to give you quality starts every time he's out there.
oh, yeah, for sure. And sometimes when he's not and when he's not on, that's when our offense is still clicking, um, not everybody is still clicking. And that comes to the point where obviously Austin Riley is still in the slump. He got a homer the other day, but he's still chasing. You guys know how I feel about Riley. I follow that guy, and I just feel like he's just not too patient at the plate. Kind of chases a lot, but I think he's gonna lock in. He's got some big games ahead of him, and yeah, I think also losing Acuna, it was a grade 1 hamstring injury, so uh, probably going to be out for a couple months. Hopefully he can bounce back. And yeah, man, what do you think about that? Acuna going down?
Uh, you know, Anymore you're used to it, right? Like the last few years, it's been that way. But I will say, when he's having fun with Ozzy, putting dirt in his glove and seeds in his glove yesterday, that's those things, those intangibles that you just Like he's keeping the team loose even when he's on the bench,
Yep.
having fun with the guys, and really kudos to the staff, honestly, right? Like
Oh yeah.
the coaching staff, like they're just keeping the guys ready to play every day. Weiss is doing a great job setting the lineup. I feel like he's matching up really well, and he's not afraid to stretch a guy out over a couple innings or pull him out in the relief appearances. So kudos to the coaching staff.
Yeah, for sure. And also with Acuna being, just kind of have the oh, something happened.
Oh, are we still live?
Oh yeah, we're still alive.
All right, I'm still live, but yeah, I'll just take it over from there. Even like an Anthropoulos, how he's constructed a lineup, I was his biggest criticism or criticizer, like during the off season, like what are we doing? We're not picking up anybody big offensively,
Yeah.
and he just does what he does. Just like in 21, it's a trade deadline, picking up Jock Peterson and Jorge Soler. He just does what he does and gets things done.
And that's what I like about having a GM like that. Just not afraid to go out there and not spend too big. Like that's one problem, but also then again, why go out there and spend all that money on one player when we can get four or five that are capable to play any position really, can hit in the crucial spot and do all that good stuff. And I totally agree, man. I like our GM and how he goes about it and does the work. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I was questioning him, at the Freddie Freeman letting him go and all
Mhm.
the things that he does. As Braves fans, you don't want Dansby Swanson going or Freddie Freeman going, but he maybe he had his crystal ball. He knew what was going on.
Yeah, for sure. And back to Acuna. So also noting that Acuna has also gotten off to a slow start. He's one of the most unluckiest hitters in the game right now. He's only batting 252, 362, and 378 with two homers at the time. On the 10-day injured list, it is a grade one, which is just a mild injury, but has Acuna really been Acuna yet this season is the question. And I guess obviously the answer is no. So with Acuna being gone, what's it looking like in the outfield now?
I think the way the team's constructed with Mauricio Dubon being able to play about anywhere, I think, and fill
Yep.
in, and Yaz is playing all right. Eli White, he's been up and down for us for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Dom Smith, I mean, he's kind of showed up when he gets to play with some clutch hits. So we'll just limp through it like we have in years past. I feel like we're set up a little bit better this year than years past with Ronald being out.
Yeah.
Just for that short little month or two, maybe.
Yeah. And hopefully that's the only thing, hopefully it's not going to linger around. And also somebody to keep an eye on is Michael Harris with the hamstring issue.
Yeah, I tell you, like I blew my hamstring out when I was 25, and it ain't no joke. I'll tell you that. It's there's nothing you really do about it other than just let it heal on its own.
100%, dude. I can only imagine, especially going 162 games. It's pretty gnarly. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, man. And also, so to get back on track of what I'm thinking, I think just the most important thing is just for him to get healthy. And obviously the other question is, with Hong Sung Kim coming back, Dubon, I really feel comfortable about putting him anywhere in the outfield at this point. That's just me. I've kind of like I was liking Dubon spring training. Um, I was questioning him coming in, but he was a chase hitter, but he's really impressed me, and I'd like to keep him around for sure. Mike Jasinski, um, I feel like he's got some good high end potential. He's a little cold right now, but I think just some time and a little bit more plate appearances. I like his defense. He's aggressive, and yeah, so it's all hitting on. But the big question is, what about Don Smith, the guy? You know what I mean? Sean Murphy coming back.
yeah,
Um, obviously, I think we were talking about the other day. There's no question that Drake Baldwin has to be in the lineup every day, no matter if he's DHing or if he's catching. He's got to be in the lineup every day. The question is, are they going to based on pitching lefty or righty for Dom Smith or Sean Murphy, or is it going to be on who's the hottest at the time? You know, so
I think you play the hottest bat at that point. As
that's it.
who cares about lefty righty matchup? I think you play the hottest bat, and
Yeah,
you can't take Drake's bat out of the lineup right now. It's
that's it.
the numbers do itself.
I
Over
mean,
what, batting over 300 easily. Was he leading the league in hits? I think too, maybe.
let's see. I mean, he drove
I
in
think he might
four
be leading the league.
runs. Drove in 4 runs on Saturday. I mean, he was leading the league for a long time. I can look that up, but that is,
Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I know he's number one in catching and everything. Mm,
yeah,
So he might be tied with Shea Langoliers in home runs, or Langoliers might have him on home runs, but everything else, I think he's number one. But
yeah. Drake Baldwin and Ozzy Albies leading the league in hits.
see, and that's another thing that we can talk about here in a few. But Ozzy Albies, coming back from the down year last year, he had a lot to prove. I feel like, but not really. You know, we all know who Ozzy is. We know what type of player he can be, and like you were saying earlier, he keeps the glue together. You know what I mean? He's the guy who keeps you up when you're feeling down, checking on you, and he's just an all around good guy. You know, it'd be pretty devastating to lose Ozzy, in my opinion.
Yeah, those. Yeah, he's more of a brave, and you want these guys. At least I want these guys to be lifelong Braves. I
Oh
don't want
yeah.
Chipper to be the last of a dying breed of lifelong Braves.
No.
So um,
Let's
so
see.
yeah, Ozzy. I was obviously, my daughter collects Ozzy cards like crazy.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's her PC. So we got a lot of we got to be selfish. Yeah, we want Ozzy to stay a Brave just for that.
Yeah, see, my wife is a big Ozzy fan because he does the dog charity and all that stuff. So she's like, "Oh, he's my favorite player, no question." So another thing,
Yeah.
let's get to Spencer Strider is back. But did he make his debut? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I think anytime any pitcher pitches in Colorado, there's the mile high effect. So can you call it? You don't spin the ball as good up there. Um, so
Yeah.
yeah, is it as true coming out? I'll wait before I start judging anything
Yeah.
till his next start. Honestly,
Yeah. So, Strider was activated, made a season debut on Sunday, debut, throwing 3 1/3 innings and allowing 3 runs on 11 in the 11-6 win. He did walk a good bit of batters. Didn't really have good control, like you said, the elevation, just coming back from the injury and going out there and doing it. Wasn't expecting a gem, a no hitter, a Nolan Ryan, fastball pumping, but I think Strider coming back is going to be a really good addition. Hardworking guy. He's tough on himself, but you know, in a good way. And I think there's a lot of upside on Strider. So
oh, absolutely. I mean, he's done it before, so it's in the tank there somewhere. I just, with a lot of our guys, they have to start learning that pitching side of it as they start getting injured a little bit, instead of just throwing gas, coming out, blowing the doors off of everybody. You got to do a little bit of pitching, and I think when they're sitting on the sideline in the dugouts, they're doing a little bit of that, learning how to get guys out in a different way.
yeah, for sure. And with him back in the mix now, obviously, we've seen Ronaldo Lopez back in the bullpen. I like him there. I say keep him there. Less risk of getting injured again. I like his arm. So keep him there. J.R. Ritchie, we're gonna see how he does tonight. I really like him. He's impressed me. I've liked him for a little while, but he's can handle himself as a young man out there. So I think he's pretty solid. I hope tonight goes well. It's a big week for us. It's
Yeah.
we got these in Seattle and then we go straight to LA. So I think what Chris Sale's getting the ball on Friday, and obviously either it's probably Yamamoto and Sale if I had to guess. Then Shohei game 2. So I think
Yeah,
we
I
got
think
a
if
lot
we
to
even
look forward to.
come away with the series winner, Yeah, if we come away with the series wins against the Dodger, keep that ball rolling. I think that's obviously going to be a great thing. But yeah, the starting pitching is, I think, lining up to where I think we're going to
Yeah.
be all right.
Yeah.
Was Richie 22 years old? Making his major league debut this year, doing good.
Yeah.
Didier, I'm not. What do you think about Didier? He keeps coming. He made a start and went to the bullpen. I think he's just filling in whatever role we need of him right now. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. I like the kid too. I think that kid's got a lot of upside. But the question is he a starter or is he a relief pitcher? Is he going to do better for us in the bullpen when we have Dylan Lee, who is going absolutely insane this year? One of the most, one, if not other than Mason Miller and them, Suarez, he's up there. He's up there as relief pitchers this year so far. Also, with speaking of Suarez, we get Iglesias back this week, I believe. That's what they were
Oh,
saying last
is
week.
it? Yeah, I didn't see when Iggy's coming back, so
But they were saying
that'll be good
last
news
week
too.
that he was preparing to come back this week. So that's something to look forward to with the 1-2 punch as well. Um, Tyler Kinley not looking bad. Bummer
Looking
probably
good.
gonna be finding a new home soon. If I had to
Yeah,
guess.
bummer for bummer.
Yeah, you know what I
I
mean.
mean, he's a
So
good innings eater.
yeah, but that's it. You know. You can find a couple other better innings eaters out there, or maybe
Yeah.
give some of these younger guys some looks or something like that. And speaking of younger guys, we can get into it later. But Owen Murphy, that's another kid that I'm on. I like him. Think he needs to probably gain a little bit more muscle, but he's pumping it. He's got good command, and he attacks the strike zone pretty well, as I've seen. So him, Caminetti, and all
Yep.
those boys. We got some. Definitely got pitching.
Well, speaking of pitching, then with Caminiti and Owen Murphy, what do you think of? I know Scooball just went down today, and I've heard some talks about the Braves maybe trade deadline getting Scooball.
Oh, well, his
Would
prices
you be
definitely
willing
went
to? Would you
down.
be willing to give up the arms? Would you give up the arms? Kind of like the back in the day with the Doyle Alexander John Smoltz trade. We got a Hall of Famer for their short-term playoff run that year. Do
Yep.
we repay the favor and give them a Cam and Eddie that's got some high upside for a Tariq Skubal that's going to potentially get us to the World Series?
How old is he? Scooble.
Skubal, I think he's
Got,
mid 30s, right?
gotta be right. 30, 34, 35.
Well,
And,
let's just pull her up here. Let's see.
and I just don't think I could do it.
29 years old.
29. Okay, a little bit younger than I
Yeah.
thought, but still coming back. Was it Tommy John? Did they say yet?
No, bone spurs or something in his elbow.
Man, I guess that's the new lingo for Tommy John, right? No, I mean,
I don't know. They said he's out 2 to 3 months, so maybe nothing serious. But
oh, okay. So it's not Tommy John. All right. Yeah, I
yeah,
guess he's just I guess like I guess it's what's overextended his arm, elbow, hyperextended probably. That's probably what it sounds like to me. So yeah, it says right here, Raisel Iglesias is expected to be activated from the injured list on Tuesday. Sean Murphy could be also returned, which he did get called up today on the Seattle trip. Iglesias has not allowed a run in in point 2 innings and has 5 saves before going on the IL. So that is good news. We will have
yeah,
Raisel back for the Dodgers series. We'll have him and Suarez. Feel good about that. Dieter,
yeah.
Dylan
You
Lee.
get us through 6. We're good.
That's it, dude. And that's good. Rich get rich segment. You know what I mean? So, let's
Yeah,
see. Let's see. Yeah, but to answer your question about the school, I'd probably have to hold just because what we got down there, those arms are our future, and we're building around that. As we can see with all of our shortstops, we have our core right now. We're developing these young arms, and just the talk sooner or later is going to be who's going to take that shortstop role. I don't see. Well, how many years did we sign Kim? 1 or 2? One 1 year. It was 1
I
year.
think 2, right?
I
Was it
think
1?
it was
Thought it
yeah,
might have been 2.
I think it was 1 year. Um, I was like, "Yeah, you can't go wrong signing a guy for 1 year." Uh, you know, can't really bite you unless he just doesn't play the whole season like Jerks and Profar, but I don't like saying that name anymore. But, you know,
No.
I think I think it's gonna be all right. Let's see. But we do
Yeah, the
like we
Profar news.
I mean, we'll talk. I think that we'll take a whole show on that. You know, that's a rabbit hole.
Yeah. Oh,
We'll talk about that. I mean, that guy. Don't even get me started. But
same.
like you were saying earlier, dude. Braves best record in baseball entering tonight. Best start through 35 games since 1892. I think they were the Beaners, called the Beaners at the time. Huge
Boston Bean
division.
Eaters.
There you go. There you go. Huge division lead, 8.5 games up by the on the Marlins. The feisty team in our division right now. Philly's kind of trying to trickle back, but if the Braves stay like this, there's no shot. Um, which I heard somebody talking about. Oh, if Philly and the Mets don't, they not making the playoffs or they stay like this, they'll have trade pieces. But I mean, I think they got too much money invested to make some trade pieces. So it's kind of gonna go bite them a little bit, and we ain't looking. If anything, we'll add a. I mean, really, ain't looking.
Who do you, I think today, yeah, you don't add anybody, but
Yeah,
who's to say, end of June, what we're gonna do?
yeah. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on Michael. I mean, dude, he's seeing the ball better than he's ever seen it, man. It's unreal what he's been doing at the plate. If he can keep doing that in pinch hit situations, and just you know keep getting those at bats, keep getting bats at BP and doing all that stuff, seeing it, and just rest that hamstring so we can have him later on and not as
Yeah.
something like Acuna. You know what I mean? So that's something we got to watch too. I've always liked Michael, but I think a lot of the Braves fans out there said this was a year that he really had to prove himself. So
And he is. He's proved his weight. I think this year played when he's in the fields, playing great defense as always. Um, Hitting over 300. Was it 321? 7 home runs.
yeah,
I mean, nothing to complain about there offensively either.
yeah, and that's another thing. Just the offense has been doing great.
Yeah, they were clicking on all cylinders. I say it all the time, which drives me nuts. This new way of launch angles and things like that everybody's looking at is to score a run, you got to touch first base. Like it doesn't matter whether you hit a home run, you still got to touch first base. Either get on with a walk or get with a little bloop single. Who cares how we do it? You got to get on, then you get them in. That's where I think we're really with Matt Olson striving. He's hitting doubles like it's his job every day. So just somebody get on, he can drive them in. Old
Exactly.
school baseball. Get on, get over, and get in.
And that's the thing that I like. We've been having a lot more old school baseball with the bunts and the sac flies and just trying to move runners, stealing bases. We have good speed, as a team, like through Eli White, Mateo, Dubon, shoot, even Riley. You know what I mean? When he wants to drop the U-Haul, Michael Harris when he's healthy, Acuna
Yeah.
when he's healthy. I mean, if we can all get hitting like this, like we're doing, and even get healthier, I mean, what's the? I mean, is there even a ceiling
I
for the
even think
Braves?
I didn't even think Baldwin's even got his first career stolen base this year.
Oh, I know he's been hitting too many doubles and home runs.
He has been. I mean, you take him. What's his slugging? 517 slugging. Yeah, that's pretty good
What's
for
the
a sophomore season.
what's the team slugging? You look that up.
Uh, I probably
But
could.
yeah, so the Braves have shown they can win in different waves. They can win when they're down. They can win when they're up. Rubber matches. They can do it, and you can never count them out. That's the thing that I've learned about this team. Last year was just, it kind of this year's kind of proven to last year was how flukish it was with the injuries and just people were having down years last year. There's no way around it, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Everybody was kind of except for Matt Olson. He's just steady. Like I looked at, I seen was it a week or two ago, like a comp at him and Freddie since Matt joined the team and Freddie's numbers in LA, and he's destroying them in every stat category.
Yeah.
So hindsight, you look back like, well, Alex made a great deal again, but when it happened, it's like everybody is mad that Freddie's going to the Dodgers and with his whole agent thing of screwing it up and but hindsight, man, Alex just knows what he's doing. He
Yeah.
honestly does.
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to fix your video a little bit. It looks a little grainy on my end, so forgive us guys if you're having some issues on that. But like I said, this is our first show, so as long as you guys can hear us, that's what I think. We're good to go. But yeah, man, I'm enjoying it so far. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Eventually we'll have sponsors doing all that stuff, and hopefully have guys writing in the chat, and hopefully it's going like we want it. Hopefully we don't get off and see that we weren't live the whole time, but it says that we are. So uh, that would be funny, right? Just my
It looks
luck.
like it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think let's see. Close game with Detroit. Detroit was the series that was gonna that first game, Scooble with Ozzy going that 2-run shot in the first inning. That really kind of without that, we probably wouldn't have took that game, let's, obviously. But then we beat them 4-3. Then we lost to 5-2 on the last day. Colorado, we talked about it earlier with Matt Olson hitting the bomb. Then we beat the brakes off of really 9-1 and 11-6, just scoring runs. If we can just continue that this this week, that's what I would really like. I would be sleeping a lot better. Oh, your video is a lot better now. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what happened, guys.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I didn't change anything. I'm looking at some of my rates and everything, but everything looks good on my end.
Oh yeah, nice. But yeah, so let's see another. So what are we? So we're gonna be in LA playing the Dodgers, and then we're gonna be who's after the Dodgers? I know we have like the longest. Was this the longest road trip of the season right now? I believe
Yeah, I
that's what
think
I
I
heard.
heard that. Yeah.
So we're gonna be putting in some grind time. If we can come out this week with a oh shoot, I'd like to go what 6-0, 7-0. I think we play every day this week, but I'm pretty
I'll tell
excited.
you what, if we just keep winning the series like we are, just keep that streak going, drop one out of three. I mean,
Yep.
where can you go wrong? That's a winning record all day long.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I heard that the 2001 Seattle Mariners, or is it has the record?
2001 Mariners were ridiculous.
Was it
That
the
might have been
100?
one of the best teams. Yeah, best
Was it
regular season teams of all time.
118 wins,
I
right?
think I some
I want to
that seems
say
about right.
I want to say as shocking as this sounds, I think they won 41 series and I think they lost 2 out of the whole season. My numbers might be a little crooked, but I think that's what I read the other day. That they won.
That that sounds right.
I think the record is 42. Do they even play 45 series in a game in a season? I do the math
Yeah.
on that one. Probably have to get old ChatGPT to pull that one up for me.
Oh, oh, it's at least if you 3 games, yeah. I'd say at
Mm,
least.
yeah,
Yeah, no, that team with Ken Griffey Jr., Jay Buhner, A Rod, Edgar Martinez.
I mean, come on,
You're going
dude.
like it was a tough line. Randy Johnson on the hill every 5 days.
I mean, come
It's
on, dude.
it was a good team.
You heard the other day that they were selling hot dogs. Um, they were called. It was they were I think they were retiring Randy Johnson's number at the game the other day, and they were selling hot dogs called the big units. You hear about that?
Uh-uh.
I think Wiley had to go get on one. Wiley Ballard. So let's
Yeah.
see.
Do you
Look,
like the new Braves Vision cast?
I
Or like,
do.
I guess not new, but
I do. It's
yeah,
it kind of, you know, kind of takes me back to when I was a kid watching TBS kind of deal. I love the intro. It kind
yeah,
of that's what takes me back, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
um I'm
Which
liking
I
it.
think it does for everybody.
Yeah. You know, and that's kind of what it's based on. You want the real Braves fans and also the money that's going into it, these people paying the subscriptions to do this and everything. It's you know, hopefully like I was saying one time on my whatnot stream, this has a potential to probably be one of the biggest non-player acquisitions of all time, in my opinion. As a Braves front office and standpoint, I think it's got to be one of the smartest moves they've probably ever made. Other than signing
Yeah,
Ronald Acuna to 8 years for $100 million. Um, but you
yeah.
know,
That was a
I'm
steal.
I'm telling you, the revenue that it could bring in could at least put us in the top five in franchise revenue by the I'd say by the end of what this year next. I mean, if I had to see, if I
Yeah.
obviously Dodgers, Yankees probably Mets probably be number one, just because the money they got. But you know, I think it's got potential to be a really good acquisition for us.
I think so too, and just the throwback and the ease of watching games. Especially for me being in Indiana, like everything I got is Cubs related. So to go back to the old school days of being able to watch the Braves at any time, and a Braves broadcast like it used to be with the Carries and
Oh yeah.
Pete Van Fleeren.
It's like every time you jumped on, it was either the Braves or the Cubs. I jump on and seeing Chipper Jones
Yeah,
hitting, or I'm hitting, jumping on, and Sammy Sosa's doing the thing, doing the jump. You know, so
yeah.
that's just what it was. I felt like back in the day, and I was a kid bit then. So, uh, but yeah, talking like the Braves head to the Dodger Stadium for a 3 game series Friday, May 8th through Sunday, May 10th, and it already feels like one of the biggest early measuring stick series of the season. Atlanta enters the stretch after a 25-10 start and a sweep of Colorado, while the Dodgers are 21-13, leading the NL West. Uh, why does this series matter, Ben? What do you think?
If we're going to make it to the playoffs, I think everything runs through the Dodgers. All right, like it's
Yeah,
whether you play them in the playoffs at some point or the championship or wherever we do match up against them. All roads leads through LA right now.
exactly. It's the kind of series that tells you whether Atlanta is just hot or truly built to go toe to toe with another World Series level club. Like honestly, that's kind of how I feel. The Dodgers are defending champs and still loaded with stars, so this is a real, as you could say, battle of the battles of the beast. Just not just another road trip. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, there's just a lot on the line. Obviously, yeah, with they're the champs for a reason,
yep,
and so everybody wants to take down the champs. And
yep.
I think this is the start of a good thing, and hopefully we can finish the series and take them down. And you learn a little bit. Obviously, you play the long game a little bit on matchups. You don't want to
Hmm.
match up who you're going to match up with, unless you got a guy like Greg Maddux. The old story of when he let Jeff Bagwell, he threw one into him so he could set him up for the
Yep,
playoffs. Do you play that way? I don't
yep,
know, right?
yep.
Like these guys get paid millions of dollars for a reason, and we're just sitting here talking about them.
Was it Jeff Bagwell or Barry Bonds?
He does a lot of stuff with Barry, but he set Bagwell up from that
I remember that. He was like,
video that he did.
Why'd you not throw that pitch?" He's like, "I'm gonna see him. I'm gonna see him again, and I don't
Yeah,
want to waste it." Yeah, I remember that, and I was like, "Man,
yeah.
you gotta be some different kind of competitor to be like that." You know what I mean?
Oh, Maddox is a genius.
I mean,
That's why they called him, the professor out there.
hey, and Bryce
He,
Elder, you know, him and Bryce
yeah,
Elder had that talk, and he's been a different guy. So, and he's just looked
yeah,
different. Not the same Bryce Elder that it's been for the past couple years, where he's hot there in the first half. He'll make the All Star team, and then he'll fall off the face of the planet. I think this year is a little bit different. He looks different. The movement's different. He's not an overpowering guy. All right. He's not gonna heam up the 98, 99, not gonna blow it past you. But he if as long as he can put it where he needs to put it, get the ground out, get the pop up, keep it in the park, and get the strikeouts whenever. But I like him, and I never thought that that would come out of my mouth like that. But when you get the ball to Bryce Elder, he gives you a chance to win.
Every time he's on the bump, yeah, you know, you got a good start out of him. Generally speaking, you know, he's going to give you some innings,
Yep.
good, bad, or indifferent, what you need to, you know, keep the bullpen healthy. Yeah, he's just doing a lot of things right. Yeah, just yeah, I think, you know, listening to Maddox and watching the Maddox for all these years has done
Yeah.
wonders for him. So
It will definitely help you when you're talking to somebody like that. And that's for sure. So let's see. The Braves may go into the series without Ronald Acuna, who was placed on the 10-day IL with a grade 1 hamstring May 3rd. That makes this can Atlanta keep playing at this level without Acuna at full strength in the lineup? I think he was already not at full potential, so I think we'll be just fine going in. And obviously, the most important thing is getting him back when we really need him. The Dodgers are still first in NL West at 21-13, but they have not looked invincible lately. Reported they have lost four straight before beating St. Louis on Sunday and have been struggling to score consistently during that skid. Shohei got to mention I think he's been hitless in the past 4 games. He might have changed that last night. It's been killing me on my fantasy team, but yeah, that's a surprise. Another one that has started off slow.
yeah, but he's doing great on the mound. Like
Yeah, I mean, there's no
it's
question about that.
it's crazy. It's crazy his talent, right? Like, how do you compete against Shohei Ohtani in anything?
Yeah, I mean, the good question is this actually the right time to catch LA? Like while are they hot, or are they just by? Are they just by getting by? Unlike the Braves, where you know it's like we're cool down
I,
for the. I don't know. I don't really know how to put that.
yeah, I think for us playing them this early, what does it matter? I mean, it's not a you know an end all be all game like it will be in October. For us, it's just like I think solidifies our strength of schedule. You know, everybody's saying it's kind of weak right now. Just kind of solidifies. All right, well, we're here. We're toe to toe with the Dodgers. We're winning games against them. Hopefully, we dominate games against them.
Yeah.
Um, so then there's no question about it.
Yeah, and and also Freddie Freeman against Atlanta is always going to carry juice on the Braves show. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's always going to get people talking. It's always going to get people, you know, just thinking about them old times. Freddie walking away doing his thing, but I'm to the point, we can talk about it. I mean, if you want, but I think everybody's established. Matt Olson, I'm happy with him. I'm happy with who we got. And that's just that.
Yeah,
Give me somebody who
yeah.
plays every day.
But
And
he is there every day, right? What's his over 700 consecutive games?
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh no, he's over 800.
Is he
Yeah,
not saying that Freddie wasn't there every day, but you know, Matt's when you compare their numbers, you know,
he's there
I
every
feel like
day.
we won.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
there every day. Tough guy, man, hard worker. He's last year he was kind of he was up and down a good bit, but this year he's locked in. The whole team's locked in, and you just to me it couldn't have started off in a better spot. Like honestly, let's see the pitching matchup. Yeah, battery power specifically flagged the Dodgers rotation names. Let's see, Yamamoto and Justin Wolberski. Yeah, good luck with that. Is
Wolowski.
Yeah,
Wolowski.
so we'll be seeing both of them. I'm not sure if we'll see Otani. Might see him number 3, depends on where he fits in the rotation. We're definitely gonna see Yamamoto, so that's not a that's not a question. Um, Looks like for us, we're gonna pitch Chris Sale. Who's gonna go game 2? Who's gonna go game 3, in your opinion? Is Richie gonna pitch against LA?
Um,
Because if he pitches
I think
tonight,
Richie Strider, right? Isn't that how it falls?
I mean, don't it? If Richie pitches tonight, that'll give him 5 days.
Yeah, Saturday. They might, give
He'll
Strider an
go.
extra day, so
I
maybe you're right.
mean, he'll go Saturday or Sunday, probably, right? And that'll be a good test. That'll be a good test for the
That,
young
that,
gun.
that'll be
The
with
test.
JR and to see if Strider's back yet against the Dodgers. If we can get him to see, all right, go toe to toe with against the Dodgers offense, see if
Yep.
Strider's back.
Yeah. Um, what do you think Atlanta needs to do to win the series? What do you think are big key points that we need to do? Do we need to limit the base runners, keep the ball in the park, get length from the starters, cash in runners in scoring position, which is my biggest pet peeve, is when you got
Yeah,
guys
all
on
the above, the keys
all
to
the
winning
above,
right there.
you
Yeah.
know? I mean,
Eh,
give me 2 out of 3, like you said, I'll be good. But if you get the sweep, I mean, that's icing on top. You know what I mean? Um,
yeah.
I think what's
It's going to be
important,
tough to sweep the Dodgers. So,
yeah, especially how our games usually go. It's turned into a really nice rivalry in the baseball world, as we know. Um, just in just in general, when two juggernauts get together, it feels like, and we being out last year kind of made us, it was it was where we took a step back when we were always in the talks, we were always in the running, and then took a step back last year. We gave the Phillies a chance to go win it. We gave the Mets a chance to go win it. But the time's up, and we're back, and we're real. It's real.
being a Braves fan, we're spoiled at winning. And granted, we haven't won like the World Series what twice, and since I've been alive, my short 44 years. But
Yep,
still, it's like we know we're going to be winning every year regular season, get to the playoffs, and that's why like sometimes it's like, man, how do some of these other fan bases do it, losing all the time? Because losing sucks.
dude.
Um,
My buddy Frat's a Jets fan. All right.
oh,
I mean, it
poor guy.
it's bad. But I mean, same thing. Braves were really not good for a long time. You know, Del
Yeah,
Murphy kind of put us back on the map. Then the '90s, obviously. You know, the team of the '90s, as they say, and
oh
I
yeah.
just feel like we kind of dove off a little bit, and then we kind of now we're rebuilt for a long run, and that gets to talking about long run. Let's go. Let's talk about Austin Riley's contract real quick. I will say Austin
Mm.
Riley is my guy. All right, he's my guy. And I will have to say, the question is he, I'm just asking this because I've seen it all over Twitter. I want to ask you, do you think he's a bust? Is he in bust territory? That's the question.
If you're looking at the short span of this year, yes.
Yeah.
Um, I would say he is, but long term, he plays a good defense. Offensively, he is struggling, with his batting average. Where's he at home run wise? 4 home runs. I mean, that's not great, but it's
Yeah.
not awful. Um, is he a bust? I think for what we paid him, comparable to what we paid like Cunha and
Hmm.
all these other guys, like we wouldn't re-sign Freddie for even close to that type of number.
Yeah.
Um, I would say, yeah, he's kind of trending that way based off of what $200 million that we gave him
Yeah.
for his contract. It's tough to swallow, but I will say to get back on it, we need to cut that hair, Riles.
Yeah, dude, we gotta cut the eyebrows, the hair,
Yeah,
change the underwear. You gotta do something, my guy. Because like I said, dude, I mean, he's probably my favorite player in the league just because the way he carries himself, goes about his business. But I want to see him. I want to see him succeed, dude. I want to see him because we know what kind of player he can be. I mean, he's a 30, 40 home run guy,
Yeah.
a 100 RBI guy. I mean, it's no question who he is. But I think he's just in his head right now. The hair's weighing him down, and we're gonna get on track. I'd rather him be like this now than later when we get in the playoffs. But in my opinion,
He'll get
um,
hot.
yeah, in my opinion, I'm not gonna give up on my guy Riley. Um, so that's just it. Let's see.
I think have Chipper come and spend a little time with them. Chipper can work wonders getting
For
guys out
sure.
of slumps. I think guy knows hitting better than probably anybody on the team.
Oh, for
Um,
sure.
so just spend a little time, maybe. I know those two talk probably all the time. So there's just going to be something that Chipper can pick up on, maybe that he's missing, or is it a timing thing? I don't know. I haven't really broke down his swing a whole lot either, but I'm not near the level that those guys are. There'll be
Yeah, like
something that clicks and it'll take off.
yeah, and it's just, I just think to me, as what I notice, he just chases the outside curveballs. I know pitchers know that. You just all you got to do is a lot of research. You don't even have to do a lot of research to know that he likes to chase. And there's been time where other players do it, and this ain't the first guy who goes through a slump. So we've seen it
Yeah.
happen. We've seen people go through slumps. But my guy's gonna bounce back. So yeah, man, this is the first series in a minute that feels like October and May, in my opinion. I feel like it's already steaming up something nice in the works, and I'm pretty super excited for this to get to watch it this weekend uh with uh with some of my friends. They're gonna all come over. We're gonna grill out and stuff and have a good time. And
Nice.
everybody knows they're not even Braves people, but it's gonna be a good one to put up. So yeah, what do you got? What do you got planned? Tell us about your shows and stuff you got planned out.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get on Whatnot this weekend and do a couple
Yeah,
shows.
still
Daughter
volleyball
doesn't have
season.
any. Yeah, well, we've only got one more tournament, and I think that's next weekend. So then we'll be
Yep,
done. But this weekend's open, so
nice.
it'll be hopefully get on Whatnot, do a couple shows,
Yeah,
get back to that normal grind.
I hear that, man. I'm gonna be on Whatnot. I'm gonna be on Whatnot Tuesday, and I'm gonna be on Whatnot Thursday. I mean, I'm gonna run a art show this week on Whatnot. I'm gonna do my Pokemon trainers. I'm gonna do a release. I haven't released them yet, but I will be making a post tomorrow about it. So should be a good time, and
Nice.
we'll be in two different places this weekend. So should be fun.
Yeah, good. Yeah, those Pokemon cards are looking sick too. By the way,
Dude, yeah, I'm pretty.
if anybody hasn't seen them, check them out.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I'm working on one right now. I think it might be the last one for a minute, but it's gonna be Otani with Mewtwo. So all these card shows that I go to, man, and you've seen it too, man. Pokemon is
Yeah.
bigger. I mean, it's when I go to car shows, it's basically half or if not more. I mean, the car show I was at in Stanford this past weekend, over 350 tables. I had to say over half of it, if not more, was Pokemon, and yeah,
Oh,
it's just the way it is. And so I just want to combine those worlds. I thought that was a good idea. Um,
yeah.
the Braves don't need to be perfect in LA, but they do need to look like they belong. You know what I mean? In my opinion, they need to look like uh they are what people say they are and what they're talking about. They need to play like it's October, in my opinion. Why not? You're warmed up. It's not like you're coming straight out of the gates, pumping 99 and you're not loose. You've been grinding and I think
Well,
now's the time.
it's going to be a playoff atmosphere
It's got to
when they
be.
sell the stadiums out. Yeah, so it's going to get that feeling. It might not be as buzzed
Yeah.
as a playoff series is. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've ever been to a playoff game or anything. I went to the World Series in 21, flew
Whew.
down there for Game 4.
Yeah,
Well, you can feel that electricity like
man.
in a stadium like that when it's full and everybody's rooting for the same thing. Oh, it's so awesome.
Man, dude. See, and that's a feeling I'm gonna get. And me and my buddies up here, we have a deal. If the Braves and the Yankees make it to the World Series, it's not a question. It's not even a question. So I will
Yeah.
probably have to go to the one in Yankee Stadium, but I mean, that
Oh,
would be awesome.
you've got to do it. Like
Oh, it's no
it's always
question.
a bucket list item, and I was like, you know what, I'm doing it. I flew down, left Friday after work, came back Sunday. I just went down there literally just for the game. Came
Mhm.
back. I was like, it was expensive, like especially to fly that quick and short time frame. But I would do it again all over.
Exactly. Let's see. More looking up this real quick because I'm kind of just had a thought. I'm interested because honestly, I would like to face their best pitching and take 2 out of 3 or sweep them because that would make a way bigger statement to beat them without Acuna and win a series. That would,
Yeah,
if we could get past this week, I mean, we're looking good. But let's talk about Sean Murphy real quick. Looks like we're creeping up to about an hour. Uh Probably will cut it here in a few. Let's see what we're looking like. We're still live. There's people watching, say
yeah,
what's up in the chat. I haven't seen anything pop up yet,
yeah. We
but
need to let everybody know. Let us know that they can see us, hear us, ask questions if you want.
yeah, let us know if you can see us,
Well,
if you can hear us, if we're too loud. Basically, it's a little warm up for what's coming. We're gonna try to start doing this every Monday, giving the breakdown of what's going on. So that's kind of where we're at, and yeah, I'm enjoying it, and I hope you guys are too. I see some
I see
hearts.
see some hearts.
Okay, okay.
I see some. Yeah.
So people, obviously people can hear us. So we're good to go, dude. Hell yeah, man. This is awesome. I hope you guys are enjoying it like we are. All right. Let's see. Can the Braves keep rolling without Acuna? Obviously, yes. Is it the right time to catch the Dodgers? Yes. Late inning confidence could swing the series. Hmm. Let's talk about Sean Murphy real quick. Let's talk about Sean Murphy. So,
Yeah. Let's
what
Murph.
what do you what do you think? So obviously, I think I was saying it the other day. In my opinion, Sean Murphy is probably, if not top 3 catchers in the league when it comes to defense, throwing people out, and calling a game. When it comes to the bat, he's more of a, if he hits it, he hits it hard. He's got no speed. Definitely not going to run out, steal bases, anything like that. But I like Murph. I like Murph as a player. I just feel like we haven't seen him a lot. We just haven't, you know.
Yeah, when he was in, he's one of the top catchers in the league, absolutely, defensively and offensively. I think last year is a little bit of a down year, but everybody had a down year last year. When nobody's hitting on our team, it's easy to game plan against guys.
Yeah,
When you're not scared of anybody before in front of them or behind them, you're going to get everybody's best. So um,
exactly. Exactly. And I think like I said, Baldwin has to be in the lineup every day. There's no question. There's literally no question. If It's like sitting Ben Rice. It's like when Boone sent Ben Rice. It's not supposed to happen. All right. And that
yeah,
just gets to the point where, who's gonna be the DH? Is it gonna be Dom Smith or Sean Murphy? And letting Ozuna walk, I mean, I see he's been doing all right with the Pirates. Big Bear over there. I don't hate on him. But I would
yeah.
much rather Dom Smith and a couple extra pieces instead of signing Acuna for a little extension. I mean not Acuna, but Ozuna. So
Oh,
I
just
like.
looking at Zuna's stats, I mean, he's batting 189, 3 home
Woo.
runs. I think it's anybody can fill those numbers.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe I can get out there and give him a run for his money. You know what I mean? So, um, I think where we're at, we're in a really good spot. And even if we, not saying we do, knock on wood, but if we take a tumble, at least we have some insurance. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean we need to slack up. This is the week that we need to put all of our chips in and go hard right now. Like I think, but
Absolutely.
just also not overdo it. Let's not let's not go crazy though and blow out arms and just injure ourselves like crazy to keep us out for months. Let's stay focused and just do what they're supposed to do. So it is
Yeah.
definitely a statement
Hey,
series.
real quick, I'm trying to type in chat. It says you've got it on some sort of like you have to okay people to type in chat, so it's not
Oh,
like open for everybody to talk in. But
oh,
maybe why we're not getting anything.
okay. That's something we might have to figure out. Let's see. Chat
Yeah,
as
it says you got something privacy.
hmm. Maybe let me look and see if I can change that real quick
Yeah,
while I'm on here.
yeah, it says only viewers selected by the channel owner can send messages.
Hmm. That might be one I might have to figure out for next show. See, see. Unity. Hmm. Yeah, that's probably it. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah,
Good to know.
we're trying, chat. We're trying to get you involved and active out there.
And we definitely will. That's another thing that we're definitely going to be that's definitely what we're going to be focusing on too is bringing the chat, getting it more involved, getting people to hang out with us, call in, get them on the stream, and doing all that stuff. That's kind of another reason why we're doing this. We want to, we love whatnot. Whatnot's changed our lives for a really good reason, but also we want to get out there and get a little bit more personal with you guys, so you guys know the story and who we are. You know what I mean? So it's kind of important to us.
Yeah. Heck, without whatnot, we wouldn't have ever met.
Exactly, dude. Whatnot's done a lot of things for us for sure. So I can
Yeah.
definitely say that. Let's see. Why is it like this? Weird.
Y- I'm sure you'll figure it out. But yeah,
Yeah,
we see some
I'll
hearts
definitely
flying
figure it out.
out there. So
That goes to tell us that people are on, so and people are watching.
yeah,
So we really appreciate you guys hanging out with us, man. Like I said, it was our first show, so we were expecting to have a few technical difficulties and stuff like that. But honestly, if you guys can hear us and stuff, that's all that matters. I had a great time, dude. What do you think? You think this is good for a first show?
absolutely. I mean, we touched on a lot of the Braves things. Didn't really touch much on the hobby, but that leaves a runway for a lot of the hobby things
I think
that we can talk about.
once I get the chat figured out and how I can get people communicating, I think that's when we can really talk about the hobby. That's one I would that's another thing that we're really going to be touching on is the hobby, all the stuff that we pick up, and also we'd like to hear what you guys are grabbing. We're very interested in that stuff as well. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
you guys will we'll find out who does get the win the Ronald Acuna auto. I'll be posting it on my Instagram here later. So some of you guys are probably hanging out to see who wins. I will draw it later and put it on Instagram for this 2025 Topps Pristine Ronald Acuna numbered to 80 patch
Sheesh.
auto, relic
Can I
auto.
can I jump in
Yeah.
that?
Uh, I mean, there's no rules, so
No, I'm
well,
just
I guess
playing,
there is.
man.
You got you got to add two people on Instagram and all that stuff. So
That's
and
awesome.
you got to be a subscriber to the Nothing But Braves.
That's it, man. That's it. And dude, guys, look forward to this. We're gonna be doing this every Monday, whether it's me, whether it's Ben, or both of us. Most of the time, it's gonna be both of us. But we're really excited with what we have planned up and what we have brewing. We have really good ideas.
Yeah, it was fun. Can't wait for the future. We'll get everybody growing. Not a bad first one.
Heck yeah, man. Well, guys, I hope y'all have a great night. Hope the Braves pull it through. We got about an hour and 40 to the game, but catch us next Monday. I will see you guys tomorrow for if you catch me on Nothing But Braves. We'll be running some nice Brave stuff, and I got some good stuff on the Whatnot shop. Ben, when are you going to be live again? You said possibly this weekend, right?
Hopefully Saturday morning for a cartoons like I normally am.
Make sure you go in and bookmark these shows, guys. You're not gonna want to miss them. They say early bird gets the worm. It's always second mouse gets the cheese on this end. But guys, we really appreciate you guys hanging out with us, man. We're gonna end it here and see you guys this week. So have a good one and stay blessed.
See you guys.
End it. Boom. Edit in studio.